everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to thumbs up. Please disregard my appearance right now. I got my quarantine hair on. Well, not on, but did my quarantine hair. I just twisted it up. I kind of got it pulled back. My eyebrows are also currently struggling, so just disregard this appearance. I'm pretty sure we all at this point are kind of starting to look a little rough. It's taking a toll on us. That's okay. We're gonna get through it. Anyway, in my last video, I mentioned that I was moving out of my apartment. So I will actually be moving out Monday, and clearly I procrastinate. So here I am still trying to get stuff packed up. Pretty much I got everything you know, put in boxes and everything. But anyway, quick story slash ranting time about why I'm moving. So since I've been to college, I have not consistently lived anywhere. Like, let's see, I think, freshman, junior year is when I moved into my first apartment. It was a student apartment. So, you know, I was excited just to be in an apartment, you know, not having to live in a dorm and share bathrooms with 8 other girls. But it seems like every apartment I've been to, there's been an issue. So the first apartment I moved into, excuse me, sorry, everything, my roommates were good, but the main things were like the appearance, I guess, of the, like, the closets was too small. I lived right by the door, so I could feel like every time, you know, company would come and stuff like that, or if it got super hot or super cold, I could hear everything, you know, going on. I just felt like the room was a little bit too small as well. So I was like, I'm not renewing my lease here. I gotta go. So this next apartment I went to, like I said, everything was cool. My roommates were cool, but I could hear like people stomping from above me, and I didn't like that. You know, I'm a quiet person, so I just I couldn't do it. And then the apartments, I think all of these, well, a lot of our student apartments here in Middle Tennessee are kind of outdated. Well, I'm not gonna say Middle Tennessee, but in my area are, in my opinion, outdated. So that was an issue. Our furniture was like old and looked scratched up. Our apartment actually wasn't even clean when we moved in. We had to tell them to come clean it up. So that slowed down the process of us even moving in. And then, so I moved up out of there. That was last year. And then this year I was like, okay, I'm graduating. I'm not doing student apartments anymore. It's time to get a big girl apartment. So these apartments are new. So my expectations were like up to here. Because with student apartments, of course, they were ran by students. So I think that's another reason why they just were not, I guess, up to par, and nobody, you know, really took anything serious. So when I moved here, you know, it was the opposite. You know, we were treated with respect when we first moved in, because I moved in with one of my friends because rent. But so yeah, so, you know, it was upscale. You know, you're paying a whole lot more. So my expectations were just very high. And the apartment itself definitely met my expectations. But as we gradually, you know, continued to live here, I noticed that the walls were very thin. And I can hear the people above me stomping, and the people below me had like a screaming child. So I would make complaints about it, and like nothing would get done. So I just was like, I already had my mind made up that I was not going to renew my lease here. You know, in my opinion, after you're paying, you know, a certain amount of money for a place, you expect the expectations as far as how the apartment looks and how you're treated by the staff. You expect everything to just be pretty much raised to a higher standard. And that standard just was never met for me. So I will be moving out. And then also I think after a certain age, you know, they allow maintenance to come in and out, you know, pretty much whenever they want to. I mean, you do have the option, well, we had the option of, like, if we needed something done, a work order done, they could come in. We had the option to either let them in on their own while we're not at home, or we have to be home for them to come in. But a lot of things that they do, like if it's something that they have to do for the entire apartment complex, you don't have a choice. They'll warn you and let you know that they're coming, but whether you're there or not, they're still coming in. I don't really like that. So where I'm moving now is a townhouse, and I've met people who live in townhouses, and you know, of course they don't have those issues. The only time they're coming in is if you're asking them to come in and you're there. It's not like they just walk in on their own free will. So that makes me feel a whole lot better about things. And I think another thing I should have done with these apartments that I did live in was move to the 3rd floor. Every apartment I lived in, I lived on the 2nd floor. So I think that's another issue as well. But anyway, I'm just glad that I am going to get to move somewhere that is a more controlled environment, where if somebody's stomping above me, is because the person that I live with is doing it, not because some random is doing it and they're just, you know, being a little butthole about it. But anyway, so that's my short story on why I'm moving. I'm just going to show you guys, I guess, the progress that I've made in my room. It is a mess, so please disregard. Okay, so far this is the progress that I have made. Still got a few things to do in the bathroom, but it'll get done. And this is my room, so clearly I have laundry to do. I'll do that Friday. Since we moved Monday, I've got stuff all in the hall. Like I said, this apartment is very, very nice. I love it. I love the light, the kitchen, you know, the appliances, everything is updated. I love it. But enough is enough. I mean, you want to live somewhere where, you know, you're respected and they take you serious when it comes to things that need to be getting done. But yes, so I am almost finished. I'm so sorry. I'm not a good camera person whatsoever. I'm using my little portable tripod again, but yeah, so hopefully I should have everything done by Friday. And this, oh my gosh, this is the worst time to actually be moving because of this whole pandemic that we are in. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down because I'm tired of holding it. Sorry, BRB. Anyway, sorry y'all, I just got tired of holding the camera. But this is honestly one of the worst times to be moving because of this whole pandemic. I wish I had like somehow foreseen that this was gonna happen, because, well, no, I don't, because I would have been moving regardless. My lease is actually up May 16th, but I'm so ready to go that I was ready to move out as soon as I could. So whatever, I'll be up out of here Monday. I won't be coming back. But some things that I'm gonna do to prepare to as far as the move goes, I bought some plastic to go over my furniture, which I was gonna do that anyway, but now it's even more, to me, a critical time to be trying to do that, because you know, you don't want your furniture getting dirty. My furniture is pretty much new. It's going on a year that I've had it. So, you know, I don't want to get it messed up. Once you pay for things on your own, you realize the value and you want to take care of it and make sure it doesn't get messed up. So, yeah, I'm just using plastic to, you know, keep it all covered up. And then the first thing, which everybody does, well, I hope everybody does this when they move into new places, is clean really good. But I even thought to go as far as like scrubbing down the walls. So I want to do that. If I can't get them scrubbed, I want to just, you know, Lysol them or whatever. And when I did do the, you know, take a look at it or whatever, it looked like somebody had already been vacuuming. I'm going to do it again. I don't care. Like, it's going to be regular cleaning times 10, because you just don't know with people. You don't know how clean or dirty they were, so there's nothing like you doing it yourself. So that's something that I'm doing as far as you know, taking precautions and stuff as far as moving. You just don't want to chance anything at this point. They are talking about opening places back up. I think that it's going to be a disaster, but I'm just going to continue to quarantine even after I do move, because I just don't have time. But anyway, that was my quick little vlog, I guess, somewhat. But thank y'all for tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.